Yo guys, it's Harv and Brad. In today's video, we're going over 6 essential tips in Warzone.
We're going to improve your score, wins and KD to make you a better player. So moving on to our first tip.
Okay guys, so the first tip we'll be going into is stop rushing for your friends' revives. Too often I'm seeing players just straight away going to try and revive friends when they're in the middle of a conflict, which is totally the wrong thing to be doing. So you can see in this gameplay, we're all pushing as a team. I take out 2 people and then I get hit. But because we kind of got good communication, we just wait. I'm not rushing to get revived because I know that they'll get them. And if not, there's no point rushing to try and save me because then there's 2 people down. But too often I'm seeing teams do that. Here's a perfect example of when Brad did it. He's just waited and there's just constant people walking into the door and just walked into death.
What is that gun? Team white, let's go baby.
So for our second tip, we got push when you get the downs. I don't see enough players doing this at all, and they play way too passive. They down people and they just let them get revived back up. Now I don't see the point in that at all. The best thing you want to do is you want to push when you get the down, because there'll be one guy out of the equation. So if you're playing quads, you know, that's a 3v4, odds are stacked in your favour. Not only that, if one of them's trying to revive, that just allows you to, you know, capitalise on that even more. It's then a 2v4. You always see the pros do it. They're pushing super hard all the time, just getting so many kills, and that's what you want to try to do. You can see it in this gameplay here. So there's just people out in the open field and we're just laying bullets on them because there's nothing they can really do, you know, and we're getting the downs, we're getting the finishes. It just allows us to then take out the whole teams instead.
They're in the fire, aren't they?
Yeah, they're in fire. Brad, you're not covered. Brad, I'll get your full. Guy pushing.
Got me.
Got him. Okay guys, so moving on to the third tip of playing the circle more. It's so much more easier to just play the edge of the circle than going into the middle where, okay, if you have a secure, you can kind of work to the middle and play out. But if you can go to the edge and just pick people off on the edge, you're going to take teams out a lot easier because they've got the storm for the pressure, and then you can just pick people off, kind of like done in the video. This was really done well when there was a most wanted here, so I could just easily take this guy out. And it's just easy kills to rack up. It's going to improve your KD as well. Okay guys, so I put a picture of the map up so you can kind of get an idea on how the map's broken up into 5 key areas. If you can kind of learn these areas as well as you can, then when it comes to the zone, you'll be able to have a lot better idea on the map and those areas and outsmart players. That's a lot of the time how the pro players play so much better than the average players.
So this picture here is supposed to represent of what you're going to do in the future of zones, like planning ahead, thinking where other players are going to go and where you'll rotate to next, whether that be on top of a building where you've got the higher ground or on top of a hill holding other players off as zones coming in. It's just really important to keep that in mind and think about where you're going to go. So for tip 4, we're really trying to showcase the importance of cash and contracts. As soon as you fly in, you want to try to get them contracts straight away just to boost your cash, while also getting the effects from it of say a recon, you know, showing you where next zone is so you can plan ahead that way. I'd then really suggest at the start of the game, you want to try to get the UAVs early so you can see where people are, get more kills. You don't want to prioritize the self-revives because you still got that chance in Gulag to come back and, you know, have another chance in that front. Another huge tip I see players sleeping on is the fact that they don't buy the player who had the most money that died back. Now this is a huge tip because that player who's just died, who had a lot of money, will keep a certain small percentage of that money, so when they get bought back in, they can use that money again to buy someone else for say.
It flashed me so I can actually hear. I don't remember getting flashbang, but you can't hear.
There's one number.
Yeah, I was going to go. Okay, so tip number 5, we'll be talking about positioning in the fight. So from the map you can see how we're going to this fight now, how we're all spread out, we're getting ready to flank the team, getting the advantage straight away. And then you can see how it kind of pans out, how you can just take each team member easily and then also then start to use the zone and other things to your advantage as you start pushing as a team. It's important that you've got good communication and you're able to have good fluidity through the team to be able to just take people out well when it comes to finishing kills, downing people and working together. In the next clip you can just see how even pushing forward, taking people out when they're out in open area is key. and just taking shots that you probably wouldn't necessarily also take with a sniper, taking people out, as we've already mentioned about downing people. The more people you can get down, the more people that have got to be rezzed, and it gives you the opportunity. Just like in this clip, I mean, this speaks for itself.
Yeah, team wipe.
Alright, so closing it off with tip number 6, I guarantee that this will improve your gameplay massively. Drop shotting and jump shotting just offers an unpredictable element of playing the game. Even in this gameplay here, you see just crouching can just make them miss their shots and make you hit your shots, which just gives you a massive advantage. This is even more important when you're in the gulag in that 1v1 situation where peak advantage is involved. It's a latency issue where you swing a corner really fast and you see them before they see you. I'd also want to suggest to the controller players out there to play on tactical, because then that way your crouch button can change to your R3 and then you can just drop shot much easier.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found the video useful. As always,
Like, comment and subscribe because there's going to be weekly uploads coming.